As you may know or as you may not know, I am an advocate One Piece fan, and in today's video, we will be giving you our top 3 One Piece characters. Starting at the number 3 spot, we got the homie Oden. I ain't gonna lie to you, Oden just a cold individual. If I had to go back and think on it, I would say my favorite scene regarding Oden would probably be when he was in that pot and he said Oden isn't Oden unless it's boiled. That had to be one of the hardest lines that just set it off for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, watching Oden just be the cold, integrated person that he is down to the nitty-gritty, just being so strong-willed and free-spirited. He almost like Luffy. Like, if Luffy wasn't the MC, I would have thought that Oden would have been the MC. I'm gonna be real with you. But Show goes in my top 3.
My number 3 spot, man, my boy Shanks. Not only because of his ideals and his imprint that he left on Luffy, but for the sole fact that he came into the show already standing on business for real. Like, when Luffy got into the water and he was drowning and, Sea King pulls up, Shanks risked his whole arm, just to save Luffy. Then after that, he ain't even bother fighting him. He just straight conquers Haki. Get out of here. Number 3, Shanks will be taking it.
I ain't gonna lie, Shanks was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially in that scene where Buddy held a blicky to his head and he said, "Are you gonna shoot? Don't just use that for no reason. Like, if you're not gonna shoot it, like, that shit was hard." I do respect Shanks. But heading into the number 2 spot, we have homie Sabo, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Watching Sabo in the series, there was a scene that made me cry. One Piece made me cry 3 times. It was 3 times. And one of the times that One Piece made me cry was when Sabo, I know Sabo had amnesia and all that. And when he had amnesia, he found out that his brother Ace had died. And that triggered back his memories of who his brother was. Triggered back his search of finding Luffy. And in doing so, I ain't gonna lie to you, it made me shed a tear. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, that scene was hard, and it was heartfelt, it was sentimental, and I was immersed within the scene. And from there, it just made me respect Sabo on a whole nother level. I ain't gonna lie, but that's definitely in my top 2 spots for sure.
Number 2, we had White Moses himself, Whitebeard. That whole arc of him being in the show, he cooked. Anytime he was mentioned in the show, he cooked. On top of that, his fruit. Who doesn't want to make an earthquake in midair? What also intrigued me into this character, how stoic he was. When one of his sons stabbed him in the back off of rumors that Kainu had made and he forgave him, it really made his whole character for me, because it really takes a man to just, be able to accept the fact that, oh yeah, he backstabbed me, but I have to be the bigger person in this situation. We're at war here. Unfortunately, he is in the pack. But he was what he lived up to be.
I ain't gonna lie, Whitebeard was tough. I mean, we talking about a nigga who was young worse than everybody in Jujutsu Kaisen. Unlike everybody in Jujutsu Kaisen, he was the only one to stand tall and die standing up, bro. Imagine you dying standing up. You don't die falling down. Like, you don't die like a regular death. This man really died 10 toes down. That's not even my top 2 spot. Let me get into my top 1 spot. Because in number 1, we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the demon hunter, Zoro himself, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what it is about Zoro. I think it's the fact that I may just be biased. I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe it's his discipline. Maybe it's how he works out in his free time. Maybe it's the fact that his skill level and attributes and the way he carries out his attacks are just hard in general. I ain't gonna lie to you, but maybe it's the fact that he'd rather stand on business and just like be a free will, free-spirited individual. Which, don't get me wrong, that's cool, but like, I don't know, maybe it's just his ethics and his morals and the way he perceives things and the way he goes about things. Even though that nigga do be getting lost sometimes, like, he does have his downfalls, but at the same time, his upbringing's overscaled that, bro. Overall, that's definitely my top 3.
One thing I like about this character is how much love he puts into his craft. He loves it so much he won't even fight with his hands, and he developed a whole way of fighting just to avoid messing up his hands just so he can do what he loves doing. Unlike Swordsmaster Zoro, Sanji, his love for women, loves them so much he won't even lay a finger on them. Like, come on. Now, even though he's gotten cooked because of that sometimes, how can you love a man that hates women? Another thing, he always got that shit on. Like, come on, do you not see the drip in this picture right here? Well, and Sanji just better. Better than your favorite character. Better than his favorite character. He Solos your favorite enemy. It's simple.
And you know, it's wild that he mentions that. It's wild that he says that. Because who's the 2 main people that's always fighting in the show? Zoro and Sanji. Just ironic that it happens to be Zoro is my favorite character and Sanji is his. It's all good. It's all good to shed a little hate on Zoro. But at the end of the day, it's to each his own. Even though Zoro is still better, but it's to each his own. It's all love at the end of the day. But
thank you for watching the video. I'm in your top 3 characters in One Piece. We'll see you in the next